Hi there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Thanks so much for joining me. First of all, let me apologize about my eye. I did not get into a bar fight. I just woke up a couple days ago and it was all swollen, so not really sure what's going on there, but I look a little bit goofier than normal, so I do apologize if that's distracting. Just wanted to get in touch with you today to let you know what's going on with interest rates. Listen, the reason that I send this out to you each week is because I think it's important that you know kind of what's going on with interest rates and what's affecting the market. Reason being, if you're a real estate agent, I'm sure you get asked the question all the time, well, hey, what are rates doing? What do you think they're going to do? Or if you're a financial advisor, you're probably really following the equities market, but you may not really be as aware of what's going on with interest rates. So this information is valuable, hopefully for you as well. So when you guys do get ask that question as to what's going on with interest rates, you can answer that question with a little bit of knowledge and information that makes you look like the expert, and that really will endear yourself to the clients because you're the expert. So here's what's going on with interest rates. This week they finished better than where they were last week, and officially we are now at really all-time lows for the price of mortgage-backed securities and therefore the yield. Things are phenomenal. They were phenomenal before, but I mean, it's just amazing. Rates are for a 30-year fixed are in the high threes, and if you're looking at a 15-year, they're in the low threes. So they're really, really amazing. And here's why. In terms of economic data, there wasn't a whole lot that moved the market. We saw CPI come out, and that came out on Tuesday. That was as expected, both with the regular CPI rate and the core rate. Regular CPI came in at 0. Core came in at +2. Both was as expected. Retail sales, that came in as expected as well, just showing just a slight increase of 0.1%. Housing starts, that was a little bit better than expected. That came in at 717,000. Expectations were for about 680,000 new homes to be started. And also building permits, that was a little bit lower than expected, but that was not what was driving the economic data. It's really what's going on with Europe. It's looking very likely that Greece is going to be forced to exit the euro, either forced or will actually just leave the euro. About $1 billion of money was taken out of Greek banks last week from Greek citizens. So there is kind of a run on the banks going on there. And right behind it is Spain. Spain is too big to fail, but also almost too big to save. So if Greece continues to have this problem, Spain looks like it might be really getting close to the brink of their bang moment where something really happens. And all that is causing money to flow from Europe into mortgage-backed securities and treasuries. Actually, the stock market was down almost 12 days in a row. The US dollar was up against the euro almost 14 days in a row. And what is happening is all that money is moving into mortgage-backed securities and into treasuries. And what's really interesting is that investors are not so much looking for yield as they are for protection. The 10-year Treasury is yielding right now at about 1.7 or 1.74%. Inflation runs at about it's about 2.3%. So what's happening is if you buy a mortgage-backed or buy a 10-year Treasury and you're only going to get a yield of 1.74%, inflation is going to grow at a higher rate. So really, that investor is losing a little bit of money based upon inflation. So they're not concerned about return on principal. They're more concerned about return of principal, that if they put money elsewhere, they may lose it. And so that has made interest rates really, really great. But here's the reality, is that this cannot go on forever. So if you have clients that are thinking about buying a house, now's a wonderful time to do it, obviously, because interest rates are so low. And if they're thinking about refinancing, now's a wonderful time to take advantage of it, because rates cannot be this low, obviously, forever. They'll probably be this low here for the remainder of the summer. We do, I think, have a window, as what goes on in Europe is not going to be over real quick. But the reality is if someone's interested in refinancing or buying a house, now is phenomenal. It can't get that much lower, but these yields will probably be here for a little while. So anyway, that's what's going on with the market. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Thanks again for joining me with Java with Jared. I hope this information does make you look like an expert, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.